Good morning, everyone. I am Dikshika Dubey. Welcomes you all in my lecture series, and my today's topic is conjugate and harmonic functions and construction of analytic functions. So today we will first talk about the definitions of conjugate and harmonic functions. Then we will see the methods for constructing an analytic functions, and the method is called Millins-Thomson's method. So we will start this lecture with the definition of conjugate and harmonic functions. So here is the definition. Harmonic function, a real valued function of two real variables x and y, is called harmonic if these two conditions are satisfied. First one is the second order partial derivatives, that is del 2u by del x square, that is uxx. Then uxy, that means del 2u by del x del y. Uyx, that means del 2u by del y del x, and uyy, that means del 2u by del y square exist, and they all are continuous. And the second condition is this: the function should be satisfied the Laplace differential equation, that is del 2u by del x square plus del 2u by del b square is equals to 0. Then we say that u is an harmonic function. Similarly for v, we can write, similarly for the function v, we can write if del 2v by del x square plus del 2v by del y square is equal to 0, then v is a harmonic function. In symbolic notations, we will written as del 2u by del square u by is equals to 0 and del square v is equals to 0. Now, the second definition is conjugate harmonic functions. If u plus iv is an analytic function of z, then v is called a conjugate harmonic function of u, or else we can say u is called a conjugate harmonic function of v, or we can say u and v are called conjugate harmonic functions. Now we will proceed with an example. So here is the first example. If f of z is equal to e to the power x cos y plus I sin y is an analytic function, then prove that u and v are harmonic functions. As I have earlier told you that if u is an harmonic function, then u will satisfy the Laplace equation, that is del 2u by del x square plus del 2u by del y square equal to 0. And if v is an harmonic function, that it will satisfy del square v by del x square plus del square v by del y square is equals to 0. So we have to prove these two conditions for u and v respectively. So first we will calculate all the derivatives. So u is equal to e to the power x cos y. You can see the function of z is written as e to the power x cos y plus I e to the power x sin y. The first function represents the real part, that is u, and the second function with iota represents the imaginary part, that is v. So here u is equal to e to the power x cos y and v equal to e to the power x sin y. Now del u by del x, that is ux, del u by del x is equal to e to the power x dot cos y, and del 2u by del x square is again equal to e to the power x dot cos y. Now we will differentiate v with respect to x. So del v by del x is equal to e to the power x sin y, and del 2v by del x square is equal to e to the power x sin y. Now we will differentiate u with respect to y as well. So first derivative is minus of e to the power x sin y, because here cos y will be differentiated with respect to y. So d by dx of cos will be minus sign. That's why it is written as minus e to the power x sin y. And if I am again differentiating this equation, I am getting del 2u by del y square, which is equal to minus e to the power x, and d by dx of sin is equal to cos. So sin y will become cos y. Now I am differentiating v with respect to y. So here del v upon del y will become e to the power x dot sin y will be differentiated, and the term will become as cos y. Now I'm again differentiating del v by del y. So we will get minus e to the power x sin y. You can see easily if I'm adding del 2u by del x square plus del 2u by del y square, it is equal to e to the power x cos y minus e to the power x cos y, which will become 0. Therefore, u is an harmonic function. Similarly for v, if I am adding del 2v by del x square and plus del 2v by del y square, we will get here 0. So that's why u is also an harmonic function. So both u and v are harmonic functions. Right? Now we will proceed with second example. If f of z is equal to u plus iv is a regular function of z equal to x plus iy, then prove that del square mod of f of z whole square is equal to 4 mod of f dash z whole square. Here is the proof. So we have to prove that here a notation I am using del square. So del square represents del 2 by del x square plus del 2 by del y square. So we have to prove this value. So we have given as f of z equal to u plus iv. So f of z bar, this is a conjugate of f of z, which will become u minus iv. And if I am multiplying f of z dot f of z bar, we will get here u plus iv dot u minus iv, a plus b and a minus b. So the equation will become a square minus b square. Here I square will become minus 1, so minus minus will become plus, so we will get here u square plus v square. So mod of f of z whole square is equal to u square plus v square. Now again, we have to evaluate the value of del square by del x square plus del square by del y square mod of f of z whole square. So we have put the value of mod of f of z whole square is equal to u square plus v square, and we will differentiate this value. So del 2 by del x square u square plus del 2 by del x square v square plus del 2 by del y square u square and del 2 by del y square of v square. This is my equation number 1. So if we will differentiate all these values, we will get here del over del x of u square is equal to 2u dot del u by del x, that is ux, and del 2 by del x square of u square, which is equal to differential of 2u dot ux with respect to x, which gives us 2u of del 2u by del x square plus 2 del u by del x whole square. Similarly, del 2 by del y square of u square will become 2u of double derivative of u plus 2 del u by del y whole square. If I am adding these equations, del 2 by del x square of u square plus del 2 by del y square of u square, I am getting here 2u double derivative of u with respect to x plus double derivative of u with respect to y. That means it is 2u del 2u by del x square plus del 2u by del y square plus 2 as a common factor. Here I am getting del u by del x whole square plus del u by del y whole square. This is the equation. Del u by del x whole square plus del u by del y whole square. Since u is an harmonic function, therefore this equation del 2u by del x square plus del 2u by del y square will become 0, and I am getting here u square x plus u square y. Since f of z is an analytic function, so it will satisfy the Cauchy-Riemann equations, as I have already told you in my previous lectures. Cauchy-Riemann equations are written as ux is equal to vy and uy is equal to minus of vx. So therefore we will replace uy with the value of minus vx. So we will get here minus vx whole square, and the value will become 2 in bracket ux square plus vx square, and this value represents the derivative of f of z. So it is equal to 2 f dash of z mod whole square, because if f dash of z equal to del u by del x plus I del v by del x, then derivative the mod of f dash z will become u square x plus v square x under root. Now, so this is the value del 2v by del x square of v square plus del 2 by del y square of v square equal to 2 f dash z of mod of whole square. So equation number 1 will become here. Both the values are 2 f dash z mod whole square. So if I am adding these two values, I am getting 4 mod of f dash z of whole square. So this is the proof of the question. Now we will continue with construction of analytic function. It is a very important topic according to your exam point of view. So for construction of analytic function, we have here some methods named as Millin-Thomson's method. Now there are some formulas. First one is to find an analytic function f of z when the real part is given, that is u of xy is given. Then we have to find the imaginary part, or in the function in terms of z, the formula will become f of z is equals to integration of ux z comma 0 dz minus integration of uy z comma 0 dz plus c. Here the value of ux is equal to del u by del x, and the value of uy is equal to del u upon del y, right? And here I have evaluated the value at the point x equal to z and y equal to 0. The second formula is when the imaginary part v of xy is given, then f of z is equal to integration of vy z comma 0 dz plus I integration of vx z comma 0 dz. Vy means del v by del y and vx means del v by del x here. Now the third type is to construct an analytic function f of z in terms of z where u minus v is given. Then the formula will become, first we will consider capital U is equal to u minus v, then 1 plus I dot f of z is equals to integration of phi 1 z0 minus I phi 2 z0 dz plus c, where phi 1 represents as del u by del x and phi 2 represents as del u by del y. Fourth formula is to construct analytic function f of z in terms of z when u plus v is given. So first we will consider capital V is equals to u plus v. So the formula will become 1 plus I f of z is equals to integration phi 1 z0 plus I phi 2 z0 dz plus c, where phi 1 represents as del v by del y and phi 2 represents as del v by del x. Now there is another method named as method to find out the harmonic conjugate. So if f of z equal to u plus iv is an analytic function, then if u of xy, that means real part is given, then the imaginary part v is equal to integration of minus uy dx, as y as a constant term. In this integration y behave as a constant term plus integral of ux dy plus c. In this second integral we will taking the terms which are independent of x. Now we will proceed with some examples. Here is first example. If u of xy equal to x square plus y square, then find v of xy and hence also find f of z. Since u equal to x square minus y square has given, so this is a real part and we have to find out the imaginary part. So here ux, that is del u by del x equal to 2x and del u by del y is equals to minus of 2y. And we know that by the formula v is equal to integral of minus of uy dx, where y is a constant term, plus integral of ux of dy, and all the terms here are independent from x. So v is equal to integration of minus uy, the value of uy is minus 2y, so I am plotting here minus 2y dx plus integration of ux, that is 2x dy plus c. So my second integral will become 0 as there is no term which is independent from x. So v is equal to minus of 2xy plus 0. Basically this integral is written as v is equals to 2y integration of 1 dot dx. So the integration of 1 with respect to x will become x, so the value is 2xy. So v is equals to 2xy plus c. Now further we have to determine the function is in terms of z. So f of z equal to u plus iv, where u is already given as x square minus y square plus iv. V means 2xy. So here are the function x square plus I square y square, because the value of I square is minus 1. So I am writing minus y square as plus I square y square plus 2ixy. So you can see this is a formula of a plus b whole square. A square plus b square plus 2ab. So we can write it as x plus iy whole square, and you know that z is equals to x plus iy. So the function of z is z square. So here is the result. Now we will continue this lecture with some another example. My second question is, using Millins-Thompson's method to find v if u is equal to 3x square minus y cube. As you can see that here u is given, that means the real part is given. So by Millins-Thompson's method, if u is given and we have to determine v, so the formula is f of z integral of ux z comma 0 minus I uy z comma 0 dz, where ux is equal to del u by del x and uy is equal to del u by del y. So first we will differentiate u with respect to x. So ux is equal to 6xy and derivative of y will become 0 as differential is with respect to x. And similarly, if I am differentiating u with respect to y, we will give 3x square minus 3y square. Now I have to determine these values in terms of ux z0. That means we have to put x equal to z and y equal to 0. So ux z0 will become 0 here, and uy z0 is equal to 3z square. So I am plotting all these values in equation number 1. So my equation number 1 will become f of z is equal to integration. Ux is 0, so this will become 0 minus I. Uy is equal to 3z square dz plus c. Now I am integrating 3z square. The equation will become like this. So f of z is equal to minus of I 3 z cube upon 3 plus c. So I am getting here f of z is equal to minus of I z cube plus c. As you know that z is equal to x plus iy. So this is equal to minus of I x plus iy whole cube plus c. So if I am applying the formula a plus b whole cube, I am getting here a cube plus 3 a square b plus 3 a b square, that means iy whole square plus b cube, that is iy whole cube plus c. So this is equal to minus of I x cube plus I 3x square y. I square is equal to minus 1. That's why it is minus 3xy square, and I cube is equal to the value of I cube is equal to I square dot I, which is equal to minus of I, and this will become minus of I y cube plus c. Now this is minus I x cube plus I 3x square y minus 3xy square. Minus and minus will become plus here, so it is plus I y cube plus c. Now I am multiplying I with the whole equation. I am getting here minus I x cube. I dot I will become I square and the value is minus 1. So minus and minus will become plus here. 3x square y, and it is minus I 3xy square. Again I dot I will become I square, which is equal to minus 1, and minus will become plus here plus c. Now I am separating the real and imaginary parts. So these are the imaginary parts. I can write it as 3x square. I can write it as 3x square y plus y cube, and if I am taking I as a common factor, I have here x cube plus y cube plus c. So this is written as the function of v minus of x cube plus y cube. So this is my final answer. Okay. Now, yes, one more thing is here. This will become minus y cube because this will become minus y cube. Yes, this is minus y cube. Okay. So this is the result. Now my next question is, show that the function v is equal to, this is my next question, show that the function v equal to e to the power x dot x cos y minus y sin y is harmonic and find its conjugate. So first of all, we will show that our function is harmonic. So v should be harmonic if it has satisfied the Laplace differential equation, that is del 2 v by del x square plus del 2 v by del y square is equal to 0. So first we have to differentiate v with respect to x, and then we have to differentiate v with respect to y. So we will get here del v by del x. So del v by del x is equal to e to the power x remains same. First dot second, the formula will apply. First function d by dx of second, here I am getting cos y plus x cos y minus y sin y, and the derivative of e to the power x will become e to the power x. Final result is e to the power x as a common factor, cos y plus x cos y minus y sin y. Now again I am differentiating. So del 2 v by del x square is equal to first function as it is. If I am differentiating the term with respect to x, this will become differentiate. So I am getting here cos y only, and plus second term cos y plus x cos y minus y sin y remains same, and derivative of e to the power x will become e to the power x. So del 2 v by del x square is equal to e to the power x cos y plus x cos y minus y sin y, which is equal to e to the power x. Cos y plus cos y will become 2 cos y plus x cos y minus y sin y. So this is del 2v by del x square. Again, this is my equation number 1. Again I am differentiating v with respect to y. So first I am writing the value of v here as v is equals to e to the power x x cos y minus y sin y. Now we have to differentiate it with respect to y first. So del v upon del y is equal to, I am writing this function as e to the power x dot x cos y minus e to the power x dot y sin y, and now I am differentiating it. Del v by del y is equal to e to the power x dot x remains same. Differential of cos y with respect to y is minus of sin y, so it is minus sin y. Now minus e to the power x remains same, y dot, I am applying the formula of product of two function, derivative of product of two function. First function, differential of sin is, it will become cos, plus sin y as it is, derivative of y will become 1 here. So I am getting here e to the power x minus x sin y minus y cos y plus sin y. Now again, if I am differentiating again this factor with respect to y, I am getting del 2v by del y square, which is equal to minus e to the power x dot x, derivative of sin will become cos, so it is cos y, minus e to the power x remains same, y dot cos y, again I am applying the formula, first function, derivative of second, that is minus of sin y, plus cos y as it is, derivative of y will become 1, plus derivative of sin is equal to cos y. So here I am getting minus e to the power x cos y minus y sin y plus 2 cos y. This is equation number 2. If I am adding equation number 1 and equation number 2, so del 2v by del x square plus del 2v by del y square is equal to e to the power x as a common factor, so it is 2 cos y plus x cos y minus y sin y, and the second factor will become minus x cos y plus y sin y and minus of 2 cos y. As I am inserting minus inside, all the signs has been changed, and you can easily see that del 2v by del x square plus del 2v by del y square is equal to 0. So therefore v is an harmonic function, as it has been satisfied the Laplace differential equation, is an harmonic function, right? Now we will apply Millins-Thomson's method to find u. So here is the formula. When v is given, then the Millins-Thomson's method says f of z is equals to integration of vy z comma 0 plus I integration of vx z comma 0 dz plus c. So I am writing this formula. F of z is equal to f of z is equal to, here is the formula, vy z0 plus I vx z0. So first of all we will evaluate the value of, vx, that is del v by del x, as I have already mentioned these values. So I am writing the values. del v by del x is equal to e to the power x cos y minus y sin y plus e to the power x cos y, as I have written this value as vx z comma 0. So I am plotting x equal to z and y equal to 0 here. So I am getting e to the power z dot z plus 1, right? E to the power x dot z plus 1. Now I have written the value of vy, that is del v upon del y, which is equal to e to the power e to the power z, it is minus x sin y minus of sin y minus of y cos y. But we have to find the value of vy at z comma 0, that means x equal to z and y equal to 0. So we will get here e to the power z dot 0, which is equal to 0. Now I am applying the formula of Millins-Thomson's method, which is equal to f of z is equal to integration e to the power z dot z plus 1 dz plus c, I dot e to the power z dot z plus 1 dz plus c, which is equal to I integration of z plus 1 dot e to the power z plus c. Now we have to integrate the factor I. So I am integrating this factor with the formula u dot v. As you know that this is u, this is v. I am applying the formula u dot v is equals to u v1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus and so on. So u v1, u means z plus 1 as it is, integration of e to the power z will become e to the power z minus derivative of z plus 1 is equal to 1 dot integral of e to the power z will become e to the power z. Here you have to select z plus 1 as u because the derivative of z plus 1 vanishes. So we will get here z plus 1 minus 1 dot e to the power z, so which is equal to I z dot e to the power z. So this is f of z. So this is the final answer. Now here is my another question. If f of z is equals to u plus iv is an analytic function of z, then find f of z if u minus v is equal to e to the power z cos y minus sin y. Here we have given u minus v is equals to e to the power z dot cos y minus sin y. As I have earlier mentioned in Millins-Thomson's formula, this is a special type. So first we will consider u is equals to u minus v. So the formula of Millins-Thomson's method says 1 plus I f of z is equals to integration phi 1 z0 minus I phi 2 z0 dz plus c. So first of all we will calculate del u by del x. So here u is equals to e to the power z dot cos y minus sin y. So del u by del x will become 0 here. And if I am getting del u by del y, so the question become e to the power z minus of sin y and minus of cos y. Now del u by del x, that is phi 1 xy and phi 1 z0 will become 0 here, and similarly del u by del y, which is equal to phi 2 of xy, I am putting x equal to z and y equal to 0 here. So the question will become one second. So the equation will become here, it's e to the power x. Mention it as e to the power x. To the power x. So again we have differentiate the value with respect to x. So we will get here del u by del x, which is equal to del u by del x, which is equal to e to the power x dot cos y minus sin y. And if we have calculate phi 1 xy, which is equal to phi 1 of z0, so I am putting x equal to z and y equal to 0. So that's why phi 1 x comma y is equal to e to the power z only, because cos 0 is 1 and sin 0 will become 0. So here is phi 1. And similarly, if we calculate the value of phi 2, that is del u upon del y, this is equal to e to the power x will become as it is cos y, derivative of cos will become minus sin, and the derivative of sin will become cos. So we have phi 2 z0, which is equal to x equal to z and y equal to 0. So we will get here e to the power z dot minus 1, which is equal to minus of e to the power z. Now I am applying the formula. F of z dot 1 plus I is equal to integration of, first I have to put the value of phi 1, that is c to the power z, minus I, then phi 2, that is minus of e to the power z, dz plus c. So we will get here 1 plus I integration of e to the power z dz plus c. So here it is 1 plus I dot f of z. After integration, we will get here 1 plus I dot e to the power z plus c, 1 plus I f of z, or else we can write it as f of z is equal to e to the power z plus c upon 1 plus I, and we can also put c as c1, f of z equal to e to the power z plus c1. So this is the final result. So these are some important formulas of Milling-Thomson's method. I hope you would understand the concept, and now I am suggesting you some books which will help you to understand the concept of analytic function, construction, harmonic conjugates. These are the books. So thank you so much everyone. Have a good day.